There is a heartbreaking truth in psychology. Some children don't lose their childhood suddenly. There is no grand explosion, no single traumatic event that marks the end of their innocence. Instead, they outgrow it quietly. Perhaps while watching their mother cry or father slumped over bills, that child realizes something profound. I cannot be another burden. No one tells them they are becoming an adult. They just realize someone has to be responsible. If you have always felt old for your age, or are the one everyone turns to in a crisis, but you never know how to ask for help yourself, this is for you. Today, we are decoding the psychology of the child who grew up too fast. Growing up fast is rarely a gift of high intelligence. It is a survival mechanism. In a healthy home, a child is allowed to be messy, weak, and dependent. But for the child who grows up fast, dependency is a luxury they cannot afford. And weakness is a danger to the family's fragile peace. They learn to read the room before they learn to read a book. They learn to stay silent to avoid adding tension. This isn't natural maturity. This is an exchange. You traded your innocence for the safety of your family. You traded your need to be nurtured for the title of the good child or the reliable one. Psychologists call this parentification. It is a role reversal, where a child is forced to take on the emotional or practical responsibilities of an adult. Neurologically speaking, when a child must manage the emotions of others, like soothing a depressed parent or mediating a fight, their brain adapts. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for logic and impulse control, overdevelops to help the child stay calm and solve problems. However, this comes at a cost to the limbic system, where emotions are processed. You become incredibly good at keeping a cool head, but you may feel internally numb or disconnected. You weren't born strong. You became strong because there was no other option. Why do you find it impossible to ask for help? Developmental psychology shows survival independence. If, as a child, your cries were met with silence, annoyance, or "I have enough on my plate," your brain recorded a survival lesson. Others are unreliable. Only I can save me. As an adult, you appear incredibly capable and composed. You are the rock for everyone else. But internally, you struggle to trust support. Receiving help feels like a debt you can't repay. Or worse, a temporary comfort that will be snatched away the moment you show real vulnerability. Psychology explains a phenomenon called split maturity. Socially and professionally, you might be a high achiever, serious, responsible, and wise. But emotionally, there is a part of you that still feels like a lonely 5-year-old. Because your emotional development was rushed, parts of you matured too early, while your basic needs for attachment remained unmet. You know how to take care of the world, but you don't know how to let the world take care of you. For those who grew up too fast, rest is often associated with danger. In your childhood, calm was often just the quiet before the storm. Your nervous system became adapted to chronic stress. Now, when you try to do nothing, your body stays alert. You feel useful only when you are needed. Doing nothing feels like neglect. Furthermore, there is the guilt for attachment. You grew up believing that if you are being taken care of, someone else is being burdened. You apologize for having needs. You feel guilty for being tired. Receiving care feels foreign. Healing doesn't mean becoming weak. It means learning that you are finally safe enough to be soft. Acknowledge the inner child. Tell yourself, "I did a great job protecting us when we were small, but I am the adult now. You are allowed to rest." Micro-dependency. Practice asking for help with tiny things. Don't wait for a burnout. Ask someone to grab you a glass of water or listen for 5 minutes. Redefine your worth. You are valuable because you exist, not because of the problems you solve. Allow uselessness. Spend 15 minutes a day doing something with no purpose. Observe the anxiety that arises without judging it. If you grew up too fast, psychology doesn't call you broken. It says your nervous system adapted to pressure early. You learned responsibility before safety. You learned strength before softness. But remember, healing isn't about losing your strength. It's about realizing you no longer have to carry the world on your shoulders. You have carried that weight for long enough. It is time to set it down and learn that you are finally, truly allowed to rest.